More broadly, and I said it twice now, when we first met, you were the business editor of the Observer newspaper at a time when some of our politicians were less than pure as the driven snow, and certainly many of our business leaders didn't quite reach muster. As you reflect upon those life experiences at Easter, do you think that your parishioners, that ordinary folk out there, want leaders both in the church and in business and in politics who take the moral high ground, who adopt belief, who adopt morality?
Well, yes, in the broadest sense, Alistair. I'm not sure that we do occupy the moral high ground, actually. I think I just want to put a little coda in there, because I think for a variety of reasons we don't want to necessarily go into this afternoon, only because they're irrelevant, I think, to the discussion that we're having. But I'm not sure that the church is well placed to occupy the high moral ground at the moment. We are, however, well placed to point, as I believe the Archbishop of Canterbury is doing today, towards the Easter story, towards the way in which God breaks into the world, to ask, what does that teach us? And I was listening to your emails that you read out a moment ago, and there was somebody there that was expressing a view that really quite regularly crops up, that that archbishops and bishops and indeed clergy like me should butt out of politics, should not get involved in politics. And I think that is wrong, if I may say so. Our Easter story starts at the beginning of Holy Week, really, with the arrival of Jesus in Jerusalem, with the crowd shouting, "Hosanna in the highest, Son of the King and Son of David," and so on, greeting their Messiah for the salvation of his people. Now, Jesus is riding in to fulfill the prophecy on the back of a mule to Jerusalem, into the belly of the beast, where the Roman and Jewish powers prevail. All the secular and worldly power is contained within Jerusalem. Now, if that isn't the most profoundly political act, I don't know what is. Politics is only the question of how we equitably and decently deal as a civilised society with our neighbours and the people around us. Now, that's something that the church should be intimately involved in.
I absolutely agree. And also we know as well from our readings of the scripture that we knew what Jesus's view was on the moneylenders